You are viewing the AddieJ 1985 CHB Ponderosa 35 sun deck design. The AddieJ is in very good shape. It is a boat the owner's had for about 8 years. He's done some excellent work to it. He has kept it in terrific shape as well. And of course it has this wonderful sun deck here. He will be getting a smaller, more trailerable boat, but has had a wonderful 8 years with this boat and wants to pass it off to another couple to enjoy. Ideal for exploring the Sound and the Alaskan waters. It's got a single engine Ford Lehman in it, about 3,400 hours on it. For a 1985 Trawler, it's in good shape. There's been notes of the bright work here. Obviously, that's something that someone has to consider, and it's usually easy work when somebody wants to do it themselves. Also, some notes, some other notes on high moisture reading in the decks, and I'll get to that in a moment. But first, I just wanted to show the aft deck here, which is a highlight of this boat. We've had some nasty weather, so the cushions are downstairs, but they're in extremely good shape here. Down below here would take you to the swim step and the dinghy below here. A terrific inflatable. Needs to be inflated, but is in good shape. And the davit system there is one of my favorites because it is non-electrical. Puts the boat right in the water. Coming up here to the Flybridge. Right now it has the Bimini umbrella set down. Again, all of the cushions are down below. I'm giving you a view of those, but this gives you an idea of up here. Pretty minimal on the electronics in terms of up above here. This is the owner himself had always worked steered down below, so that's the case there. Conditions of the canvas, you can see up close there, it's a bit weathered but doesn't leak at all, and it's held together just fine. It's about the same condition as the Bimini as well. Coming over, there was some survey note of high moisture readings in the deck around this area here. Now when I stomp on it like this, there is no issue whatsoever. So let that just be a word to you that you always take surveys for a grain of salt. There could be high moisture reading on this deck. It is a 1985 boat that has been sitting 30 plus years in the water. But there are soft spots, and then there are soft spots. And if you don't feel like you're going through the deck, you're most likely going to be okay. Here's the main helm. This area here, it's got this fine seat you can operate out of. It's got a smaller GPS up here. It's got a older depth and speed. Both work just totally fine. Thing that does not work is the autopilot. So that right there would be something that would either need to be replaced or repaired. VHF, newer stereo system that's put in with Bluetooth, which is pretty cool. Really just a beautiful layout. Gorgeous boat. Stove here. Oven. looks like it has barely been used. Refrigeration, I believe the owner had replaced. Has an ice maker as well that would need to have a replacement in it. I think the unit's like $200. Not the biggest deal. Again, with this aft deck down below, you have a very impressive master bedroom. Kept once again in very nice shape. The settee on the side. Aft head. I used it for storage, but you can see a small bathtub in there. So that's kind of a fun deal. Coming over to the V-berth. I can show you probably the biggest blemish on this boat. As you can see, there is some water damage here that had been done before this owner had owned it. So as a result, you do have some softwood right here. It doesn't translate to softwood or softness on the outside of the deck. One could have this part repaired. Probably it would cost a couple $1,000s to do. But it does not leak now. This window had been rebedded as this one as well. But that's your major blemish on the boat. As you can see, these are the cushions for the top.